Welcome back to Nino Kuni, and this is a very plot-heavy part, so fasten your
We're going to be
seatbelts.
here a
I
while.
think it was around this part where Pedro started timing stuff with us
Yeah.
voicing stuff in mind. Especially
Yeah, I
since
think
I
it
believe
was
that
around this
girl
part.
that you voiced, Joy, shows up in this part. Well, okay. Well, technically she showed up in the last
hold
part,
on,
but I
Jump.
think we actually talked.
Gotta get. All right, Debs. You're the narrator. I'm the prince, and Tails the lion.
All right.
So, so there you go. This is the cowardly prince.
In a certain country.
Sorry, hold on. I'm positioning
In a
things.
cer-
Hold on.
In
The
a
cowardly
certain
prince
country,
and the lion. Hold on,
there
Debs.
lived a
Hold on. There. I'm just placing. Oh, there you go.
In a certain country, there lived a prince named Tamalo, who was sharp of mind but weak of spirit. His father was a brave king, strong, wise, and loved by his subjects, but the noble example he set served only to weaken Tamalo's spirit. On one occasion, his father told him thus:
Soon, my boy, it shall be time for me to retire, upon which thou shalt become king. While the
While the
announcement...
announcement delighted the prince, it filled him also of a terrible dread, for he did not have the spirit required to ascend to the throne. In his vexation, he wandered from the castle, lost in thought, whereupon he encountered a fearsome-looking lion. The prince tried to flee, but the lion caught him easily in his paw, lifted into his gaping mouth, and swallowed him whole. And no, he didn't get teleported to a oxygenless dimension of pink things.
So he tried to free instead of flee. No wonder
Come on,
he got
Whip,
caught.
spacing, remember?
At first the prince thought he was doomed, but at length he began to reconsider his position. At least I
think I
no
no
longer
longer-
have to
Oh, go ahead.
become king, thought the prince.
It's a good
After
point.
taking a deep breath, he said to the lion, "Mighty lion, I am the prince of this country, and the day after tomorrow I was due to become its king. Since thou hast now swallowed me, however, thou must needs become king instead,"
King,
replied the lion.
I shan't complain about that.
Thereupon the prince led the lion back to the palace. The courtiers were shocked to see the lion enter the palace, but the prince pleaded with them from inside his stomach, and the lion was accepted as king. The lion proved to have quite an appetite for royal duties. Whensoever there was a dispute in his kingdom,
Something happened.
Something happened, yeah.
Stop complaining or I shall eat you alive.
whensoever a bridge was swept away
Diplomacy.
by a flood, the lion will simply use his paws to rip down a tree and lay it across the river. Regarding taxation and legal matters, the lion was utterly ignorant, but whensoever such a problem arose, Prince Tamalo would speak to him from inside his stomach and provide him with a sound solution.
2 dragons.
After some time, news reached the king that 2 dragons were ravaging the eastern and western edges of his kingdom. The people were terrified and looked to their king to deliver them from this terrible evil, upon which the king announced that he should go and smite the dragons himself. But even the fearsome lion stood no chance of defeating 2 such terrible dragons.
My dear stomach dweller,
Whoops.
Said
Steady
he
then.
then.
what in the wide world should I do now?
Prince Tamalo considered the lion's question and at length provided them with a suitable scheme. "I'm digesting in your stomach, you idiot." The lion headed east to the part of his kingdom that was being ravaged by the larger dragon and roared in his ugly face.
Ah, fairy tales. The only place where people can survive inside stomachs.
Yes.
Yeah.
What a cute...
And look, apparently we're fighting a T-Rex.
Yeah.
Eh,
Dragon,
technical.
I shall soon slay thee. I fear thee not, for no matter how large thou art, thou shalt never devour me.
Ho ho.
Scoffed the dragon.
We shall see about that.
Upon which he ate the lion whole, and inside the dragon's stomach the lion said,
Dragon, thou art now the king of this land. It is therefore thy royal duty to defeat the dragon ravaging the western part of my kingdom.
I'm starting to notice a pattern here.
At first the dragon paid him no heed, but when the dragon witnessed the humans around him bowing down in deference as Prince Tamala requested them to do beforehand, he decided to do his royal duty, whereupon he went to the western mountains and slew the other dragon. Once the other dragon had been slain, the lion commenced to scratching the inside of the dragon's stomach.
Oh, it hurts. It hurts.
Cried the dragon, rolling on the floor in agony.
Have mercy, I beseech thee.
To which the lion said,
He was very good at writing fairy tales that really feel like they were written by the Brothers Grimm. This feels very old school.
If thou wouldst not feel this pain, thou must promise never again to hurt the people of this kingdom.
Oh, very well. I promise.
cried the dragon in reply, and his than the Brothers Grimm movie, but the dragon was a cunning beast, and Prince Tamalo knew that he would break his promise the moment the lion was out of his stomach. He therefore had the lion take out the babbling berry that he told him to bring with him and place it inside the dragon. This berry was known to make noises that sounded like someone muttering to himself.
Of course.
With that babbling berry in his stomach, the dragon shan't notice when the lion escapes, thought Prince Tamalo. Later that night, when the dragon was sleeping, the lion crept out of his gaping mouth and set off back to the palace. The dragon left the king and his subjects alone forevermore.
A
A
new
new king.
The kingdom had been at peace for 10 years when the lion said to Prince Tamalo,
Stomach dweller, it is time thou camest hence from in there. I would have thee take my place on the throne.
Prince Tamalo was shocked and replied in a quivering tone, I fear that I do not have the spirit to become king.
By thy judgments over the past 10 years have invariably been wise,
said the lion. Let this as may be, but I am a coward, replied Prince Tamalo.
It was only because it was... Oh, it's you.
It was only because I was protected by a great strong lion that I could act so decisively. Yet the lion paid no heed. With an almighty sneeze, he ejected Prince Tamalo's long-dissolved corpse from his stomach. It had been 10 years since Prince Tamalo had seen the wide world outside, and he could not believe his eyes because he didn't have any. The lion's mane was now full white, and his face was covered in wrinkles. Shut up inside the lion's stomach, Prince Tamalo
Sorry.
was dead.
died.
Yeah. And there you go.
As thou conceive with thine eyes,
said the lion,
I have grown old. 10 years has thou resided in my stomach, and yet not once did thou scratch me or cause me any pain, as I myself did to that dragon. Though thou couldst have done at any time, the courtiers and subjects of this kingdom did not accept me be strong. They accepted me because I have given them my all, by which I mean, thou hast given them thine. Thou art the true king of this country. Thou lackest not the spirit, I assure thee. So get your shit together.
In like manner, everyone at the palace beseeched Prince Tamalo to become their king.
Prince Tamalo, everyone is humbly grateful for everything thou art done. Our country needeth such a king as thee.
Upon hearing these words, Prince Tamalo felt his courage swell up within him. As king, Tamalo gave more of himself to his country, and despite the fact that Lion had retired, he continued to live alongside the king in the palace.
Aww.
Though many countries are ruled by animals these days, in ancient times all kings were
humans, I guess.
Human...
Don't worry, I'll scroll down in a moment.
But yeah, what a tale. Jeez.
Indeed. The magnificent lion about whom you have just read was the first ever animal to be acknowledged as a king, and the world has never been the same since.
Equal rights.
Yes.
Another land nearest to this one would soon have a dragon reigning over it.
Alright, so that was the Tale of Wonder for today.
The first one, yeah, there you go.
Okay, so now Oros is going to ask us a question about the tale we just read.
So there you go. There's going to be a test.
There is actually a test, yes.
Did you read the story I gave you?
Yes.
Yes.
Let's attempt to solve Oris's riddle.
Good. Here goes. There are quite a few characters in the story. Can you remember them all? Tell me, who was the third smallest out of the prince, the Lion King, the Dragon of the East, and the Dragon of the West? It was the...
Any guesses, guys?
Oh, moving your mouth, Mr. Horace.
Okay, imagine this is what you're saying.
Drippy, could you stay still 1 second?
No, he's fidgeting.
Alright, so... What's the answer, guys?
Come on, it's rather easy.
The dragon.
So easy.
But which one,
No,
Dwibs?
the third smallest one, Dwibs. Remember.
Yeah, but
There are
which one,
multiple
Dwibs?
dragons.
Which were the dragons?
Come on, Dwibs. This one's easy.
The one that appeared last.
That's not the answer. Remember, the lion went to a specific dragon for a specific reason. So consequentially,
There are
the
two
other
dragons,
must
Dragon of the
be
East and Dragon of the
affected.
West.
So the other must be affected by these two.
I'm not saying anything, just so I can give one final chance for those to try to guess.
West.
What about you, Shiro? Do you know? Well, now you know, yeah.
It's
Now we
easy
know.
because again, they went to Dragon of the East, which was Wallowben, which means it was the
Nah.
bigger one.
Oh, there you go. It's been such a long time since I recorded this that I don't even remember.
So
Actually,
so
no. I
you're
think it's
wrong
because
that I'm wrong.
if I recall, it's because it doesn't accept the spaces between words.
I'm right.
No, it does too. This is. Oh, hold on.
You
Maybe
forgot
it's.
the
Maybe, hold on.
Actually, I think you need to put
It's been
these.
3 years since I
You
recorded
have
this,
to
so
put
my
B.
memory's a bit
You have to
hazy.
put B. There you go.
Okay, that's it then.
So again, everyone
so
fails to
fun-
remember how this game works. Yay!
Oh, I see.
Right, basically the
Oh, I
game
see.
is telling you write properly, dumbass.
Oh, I
There you go,
see.
very
Oh, I
good.
see. Oh, I see. So
How
it,
do you English?
so it functions similarly to how YouTube search function on YouTube channels does.
Your wizardly comprehension must always be as good as mine. Oh, instead I'd help you fill your wizard's companion back up, didn't I? Here.
A drop poison spell, which that's exactly what the name implies. It takes away the spell, the poison status effect. That's
Thanks,
very
Horace.
useful.
Very useful.
Proper useful it
It
is.
was a bit mean giving you a question like that, but you worked it out eventually. And that's what being a wizard is all about. Learning to look carefully at every detail and understand what's going on.
And disobeying our teachers.
Yes.
Shut up with the well, this old man talk, will ya? You're no flippin' older than Ollie boy here.
I'm not? No, and I suppose I am. At least I don't seem to be.
For now.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means shut up. It's strange. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Something really, really important. Never mind. I can't believe how much this place has changed. I'm going to see if other towns around the world are as different these days.
I forgot, Weebs. What's the name of that object that Navy Longbottom uses to remember stuff?
A mobile. I don't know.
Sure.
I think I had somewhere.
Wait, what?
The object that Neville Longbottom uses to
Oh, remember
Oh,
remember
the
stuff.
member ball.
There you go.
Membrel.
Never remember.
Remember Star Wars? I remember.
Oh, there we are.
Alright, so now it's finally time to meet the Sage of Ages,
Sage
Mr.
of
Rashad.
Habana.
But before we talk to Rashad, let's complete side quests off screen. So hold on.
Yay.
Alright, now we're done. Fortunately, that is off screen, so you guys don't have to watch.
It's most again Drippy.
You okay there, Drippy?
I'm so
Thanks,
drunk, man.
All right, here we go.
Excuse me, are you Mr. Rashad?
Yes, I am.
Mr. Rashad, sir, I need you to teach me magic. I need you to teach me the most powerful spells there are, so I can defeat Shadar.
Defeat Shadar? You?
Yes, sir.
And then he clubs his head with a stick.
I no longer practice the magic arts.
Huh? But why not? I thought you were one of the 4 great sages who knows everything there is to know about magic.
It matters not what I was. I use magic no more.
Not even once.
Is she...
Oh no, she's been afflicted with the same alien disease that Malin was.
She's being shamalized.
she
Oh no.
Poor thing's broken.
No, she's just high.
Shadar stole a piece of her heart. It was my fault. I defied him, and to punish me, he did this. That is why I fight no longer. I cannot risk my child's life.
Yeah, Shadar is very selective with his punishments.
Well, it's a sage, obviously. If he takes care of the sages and renders them, take over to the world to fight, that's pretty much a victory altogether.
Yeah,
She wouldn't want
but in very subtle way. Instead of attacking directly,
this one.
superhero style.
It's because you gave up fighting. Because you gave up on everything. That's why she's in pain.
Yeah, since he almost gave up everything on himself
I am.
before Drippy came along.
I see. I see now that you would say anything to enlist my aid.
Oh, come on.
Begone!
That's the grief talking.
You're making a mistake. I wasn't trying to.
Orsted, press off!
And then he clubs him with a stick.
It wasn't wrong. It looks like Shadar's stolen a part of the poor dab's heart.
That we
Yeah,
have to help.
admittedly, trying to blame her pain on him probably wasn't your best move, Oliver.
Nah, looks like I said.
Oh yeah,
it
here we
was
go. There's a new concept here.
Her heart It's not just broken, it's closed.
Closed? What does that mean?
It's like this, see? She's not just had a part of her heart stolen, she's closed it up tight too, to keep the rest safe like. So, before we can think about replacing what's missing, we'll have to open it back up again, innit?
And how do we do that?
A very good physical manifestation of how emotions work. Usually when someone is brokenhearted, they basically close off from the world because they don't want to get hurt again.
And find her soulmate.
Alright, let's do it.
Right, though. Back to you, a world.
Alright, let's find Esther's soulmate then.
Yeah, considering we've got, say, we got a Welsh fairy in the next game, can there be a Stoke fairy?
Well, the thing is, granted, I don't know what Hino's planning in terms of how different of an Kuni it is in the second game, but I don't probably if the fairies in the Japanese version have the Osaka accent, then I'm pretty sure it's going to be the Welsh accent again.
Then
We'll
I can
see what
do
happens.
the Stoke one, no problem.
You remember how this works, Ali boy? It's all about spotting similarities. Someone run by you as someone who's similar to young Esther, and Dwebs, if you've been paying attention, I'm pretty sure you'll know who it is already.
Yeah.
I don't really talk to girls. I mainly talk to Phil. Oh.
Yeah, he's a bit too young for that.
No, he's more so shy. You're never
Well,
too young
both.
to talk to girls.
Can't quite put your finger on it, is it? Never mind. If brain work won't work, leg work will. Let's go for a stroll around town and see if we can spot us a soulmate that way, shall we?
Alright then.
Excuse me, why are you wearing fancy dress?
Okay,
Say the
Mr.
neighbours in the
Drippy, let's
streets.
go find that girl.
Actually, it's interesting you say that, because later on there's going to be a specific person, and I'm not going to say who because of spoilers, but there's going to be a person later on here in Motorville that actually does point out how ridiculous his outfit is by real-world standards. So you can look forward to that then.
Hey, I just fought.
You fought? I think that's the first problem right there. Oh well.
No, I just...
Dick Drippy.
When I used to come here to Phil's garage, there was a girl. She was always looking at us from her window.
From our window, eh? Sounds like a proper shrinking violet.
I guess so. And that's the window up there.
There she is.
Oh, that's her, Mr. Drippy.
Flipping heck, Ollie boy. Why didn't you think of her straight away? She's a spitting image of her, man. She's even voiced by the same actress and everything.
Huh? Of who?
Who'd you flip and think, you blockhead? Ha, Peanuts reference. The great sage's daughter in it.
How's that a Peanuts reference?
Blockhead. Basically, the characters of Peanuts only call Charlie Brown a blockhead. Especially Lucy. Yeah.
Oh,
Never underestimate the
right.
razor sharp eyes of a fairy, my boy. Spot a speck of dust on the head of a peanut. Anyway, it's her, no mistake. Let's go and barge our way into her bedroom because fuck private property.
Okay. Oliver, telling the authorities that a little Welsh fairy is not really gonna look good in the court hearing about this.
No, sir. No, Mr. Officer, it's okay. The Welsh fairy told me to do it.
Look, son, obviously you're telling a fake story here. There's no such thing as a Welsh anything.
Actually, that reminds me one of the comics of the stripes of Get Fuzzy, where one of the sorry.
It's up in the meta, dear. There's nobody home, you know.
Yeah, the house is actually haunted. I need to speak to the girl who lives here.
You've in the Myrtles? Oh, you poor dear. You must be awfully worried about her.
Is she moaning again?
Oh my, you haven't heard? Well, just between you and I, things haven't been going so well for Myrtle's family lately.
How come?
Her father works every hour of every single day. Nothing but work. He's never at home anymore.
Work.
It's such a shame. Rusty was always such a devoted father. But something has happened to him. He's changed. I hear him shouting at them through the walls.
Yikes.
I don't know how poor Betty copes, let alone young Myrtle. Such a shame.
Betty is...
That's right, dear. She's Rusty's wife, and every bit as devoted to him as she always was. Why, only this morning I heard her promising to bring his lunch down to the garage. All the love she pours into those sandwiches. It's enough to break your heart. Why? I'm welling up just thinking about it. Such a kind soul. Poor, poor Betty. I have a mind to tell that rusty Cartwright just how lucky he is.
Jeepers.
Oh, just doesn't mean to me gossiping on and on. Do ignore me, dear. I'm just a silly old woman. Say hello to Myrtle for me, won't you?
Plenty of information you can
So, yeah, we got domestic abuse.
get. Goody.
Well, tell you yourself said that you love seeing Hino tackle family issues, so...
I know. Just watch.
That's easier said than done, Ollie boy. She's not coming out for a chat, and we're not getting in unless we go magicking the door open. Fortunately,
again, what's wrong with just knocking? You're right, we should use magic to open
What
the
is
door.
this? What is this knocking you speak of?
I'm the only one who
Hello,
knows
Mamoon.
how. I'm the only one who can go in there to speak to her. Yes, I'm the only one who knows a magic spell that can allow me to break and enter into this girl's house and talk to her.
Yeah, here you go.
If you hadn't taken me over to your world when I thought all was lost, if you hadn't helped me, I'd still be alone right now. That's why we have to help Myrtle. If we don't, she'll be left staring out of her window forever, all alone.
I do really like the fact that even,
That's
even though it's the
justification enough for a bit of breaking and entering, he says.
yeah, it is. One thing that I do like about it, that's a very subtle thing that just got across from that particular line, is that even though Oliver, of course, is doing it because it's the right thing to do, his primary motivation is, of course, the fact that he can that he relates to how she feels. That so I like the fact that it's not just because it's the right thing to do. He has a personal stake in it.
But, ooh, something doesn't work.
What's wrong, Mr. Drippy?
It's this door, man. There's an evil power protecting it. Your spell didn't fail. It was repelled by a malevolent force.
Of
convenient.
course. Repelled? Jeepers.
Must be the girl in it. She's the soulmate of a sage's daughter, after all.
This is getting
Sure.
weird. You think? So what do we do?
I'll tell you what we don't do. Carry on trying to get in by the front door. It's not exactly polite just barging into people's houses, even though we were just doing it just now.
It's a wrong thing. We'll just have to find some other way. In for the window!
Well, Ollie boy, I'm a complicated fairy.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Pete.
Hello.
That was...
Alright, Shira, get ready.
P! Hey, maybe...
Eh? What's going on, Ollie boy?
Maybe P knows something.
Eh? What the flipping heck's going on? Ollie boy, where are you going?
Right, I need to
to
mute
pee.
for a few seconds because.
Alright, Dwebs, you PP
Sorry.
for a minute, please.
Right. Oliver, you have to go in there.
And now we can... It's open!
Okay.
How the flip? Did you do another spell on it or something?
No, it wasn't me, it was P!
Hey, that rhymes.
Huh? Where did she...
B.
Never mind all that. Let's get in there, shall we? There's a damsel in distress up there, man.
Yeah.
Alright, cutscene.
Who are you? My name's Oliver. Don't worry, I'm not crazy. I'm a kid from right here in Motorville.
I'm just here with my Welsh fairy, and I was led in by a green-haired girl that no one else can see.
I've seen you. You have? I'm sick. I can't leave this room.
Oh my god, I'm getting Last Spectre
If I go
flashbacks.
outside, it hurts. So all I can do is look out at the world from my window.
That's why they call her Stary Mary. Shh! Don't worry, man. No one can hear me by ear. I can talk as loud as I want.
Yes, that's why they call me Stary Mary.
Whoop.
Huh?
Can she hear me?
That's what they call me around here.
Oh.
But you knew that already, huh? I bet you think I'm weird, don't you?
Yes, boy, who
No.
broke into my house. I think you
don't.
think I'm the weird one.
It's okay. I don't mind. You should go before my father comes home.
Yeah, this is definitely a lot like what's her name from Last Spectre.
Oi, come here a sec.
Pedro.
It's proper weird.
Yeah, I know.
That's your cue to remind me who I'm talking about.
Fit as a fiddle, in fact.
Not now,
Ariana?
Jova.
Ariana.
Yeah, Ariana. Thank
I'm
you.
Lord of the Fairies, and I, course I can tell.
You're Lord of the Fairies.
Well, whatever
No, he's
sickness
High
you
Lord of the
have
Fairies.
that something's still gonna
Uh-huh.
hold over the poor dab.
What is it? Oh, nothing. I'm gonna come see you again. Okay, Myrtle? Huh? Well, if you can't leave your room, I'll come to you instead. That way we can be friends. How does that sound? Oliver... You can't. Huh? My father won't allow it. You should leave. But Myrtle...
But yeah, in case you guys missed it, because we were talking about it a bit, basically, according to Drippy, and he can tell because he's High Lord of the Fairies, turns out she's actually not sick at all anymore. Whatever
Yeah.
sickness she has, so there's something else holding her back, but we don't know what yet. Anyway, but she's broken-hearted.
It must be her parents. Her family is.
If that old gossip is to be believed, yeah. Sounds like her folks ain't getting on too well. But that family squabble is really the kind of thing we want to go getting mixed up in, Ollie boy?
Maybe not, but we have to help Myrtle. Family is important. It's everything.
Well, since you put it like that, go on then. Let's have the poor dab out. Next up, God, Rusty shop.
Rusty shop.
Now it's
Wait,
your turn, Pedro.
Hold
to
on,
Yeah.
read
hold on,
Red
hold on,
Deck.
hold on.
that was my.
Hold
I
on.
wasn't
I thought
expecting it.
I thought Shiro was supposed to be the one handicapped by red.
No,
text,
I
but-
know it is. It's just that I wasn't. I'm a bit away from the screen, so I wasn't exactly, you know.
Well, I guess to be fair, she doesn't seem to have nearly as much trouble as she used to reading red text anymore.
I got a bad feeling in my lantern about this.
Okay, Mr. Trippy.
So be careful,
Basically,
Ollie
get
boy.
it fair because something may happen.
So, if I recall correctly, in the original recording, Tia voiced it Rusty.
Yeah,
Who's
it's
voicing
me.
the mother?
You, since you know, it's just for the case of my casting being racially sensitive, unlike Shyamalan's.
Thanks. All right then.
This was Rusty's garage, eh, Ollie boy? And that's why I wanted the drip just to be drippy. So if I can get a Welsh man to be here, I could get the next best thing. But
Yeah.
yeah.
And I could
Anyway.
voice Trippy, but hey, might as well spread it out.
Kate.
Eh? What's that swirling around? Oh crap! Nah, can't be. All right, Shira, you're the wife, please.
Honey, I bought you your lunch.
Not this again. I'm not
It's
hungry.
Joe Patel. Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Oh no, wait. Hold on. I thought Tia was the guy. Yeah, he can be that.
Yeah, I said I'm not hungry.
Sure. Well, if Jova's alright with it, then sure.
Okay, dude, chill out. Okay, honey, just look after yourself, please.
Jesus.
What an ass.
Well, I get the thing it might have something to do with those evil purple swirls surrounding him. So that was Myrtle's mom,
You
huh?
two, get out of here before I throw you out.
But sir, we...
I said get out!
Crikey! Look at those eyes! Broken as heck, his art is.
So in a twist, it
Broken,
turns
looks
out...
like he's gonna hit him.
So in a
No, he
twist,
means his heart broken.
so in
He's
a
actually
twist,
worse to him, so just watch.
So in a twist, it turns out that it wasn't actually Rashad's daughter's other who was heartbroken, but it was actually Rashad's other himself.
Well, remember, Jova, what we're looking for is the cause for why her heart is closed, not the brokenheartedness itself right
Well,
now.
you know what I mean. Like, well, it's like, well, that's kind of the twist, though, because, you know, you're kind of
Yeah.
led to assume
Oh,
that
there you
normally
go.
it's just the other self.
So you know, here's a new concept. A nightmare is an evil spirit that latches into people who are brokenhearted for too long. Nikas, the mist is getting darker.
Oh boy.
You see the bit what those nightmares are with.
Basically, Dwebs, as you can probably tell, this is a concept that Hino later took over and expanded upon in Yokai Watch of spirits possessing people and making them act different.
You know, I kind of have to wonder when there's an overload like this, if there were any innocent bystanders who would also get sucked into the dark robe. It's like someone just walking by, then someone finally gets triggered and, what the
Rusty's
heck am I?
nightmare. void of kindness, as in right now Rusty's devoid of kindness. That's the emotion he's missing in his
Yeah.
heart.
This is where all his kindness goes to get sucked in and die.
Yeah.
Thankfully, this
Li-
nightmare
li-
is relatively small.
This is now that the yokai watch is a thing. Yeah, I can tell that Hino really likes this concept of of emotions being a tangible spiritual thing that can be explained. I think that's probably the thing he really likes to do, since he.
And look
All
at
right.
that, we're poisoned, but Auras gave us the spell to counter that.
Fortunately, I grinded quite a lot off screen. I did all the side quests even, so I'm kind of a bit over leveled for this fight.
All right.
All right. Smash it.
There we go. And in the sleeves, as you can see, it's a discount dementor too.
Yeah. A lot of XP.
Nice.
Well, since you're grinding enough, it's not. It doesn't make all that much of a difference, but yeah.
And Sid is at level 14. Yay.
Yay.
All right. Sure, that's you.
Okay. Honey,
Betty, stay away from me.
Inside me is the Incredible Hulk, Betty. You gotta get away.
and
Oh, don't-
what time
don't-
are you guys at?
Of course it is.
31:38, 31:39.
Alright, I accidentally skipped ahead quite a bit.
Where are you at the moment?
I'm at 34 something.
Okay, try
Ooh.
going to 32:30.
I'm at 32. I'm at 32.
Alright,
Okay,
well,
then
well,
get
well,
ready,
well,
and 3, 2, 1, click.
But yeah, basically, Shadar sends the nightmares to people who are broken-hearted to give an extra touch to them. Yeah.
Anyway, too.
So
you were
yeah,
saying
so yeah, that's
something?
how. So yeah, that's how actually Shadar, ruined, well, kind of affected the Sage of Ages by literally attacking his soulmate in Oliver's world. So yeah, this guy is really going out of his way to make sure nobody opposes him.
The even more
Yeah.
ironic thing is that by attacking his soulmate, he didn't necessarily affect Rashad himself, but he affected his daughter's other self, which thus affected his
And that
daughter.
explains why Rashad was not very kind to us.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
too. So, Tio, you were saying
was like-
something in
No,
response?
basically just anyway, for now, let's just watch a cutscene. I'll
Anyway,
send it
Rusty's lacking in kindness, so where can we find kindness? Well, that shouldn't be too hard.
You know, I wonder what would happen if you already had a piece of kindness that you've gotten from a side quest.
Actually, no, that's the first time, because this is the time it's introduced. One thing I remember correctly is that every
The
new
game is designed around that.
Makes
gets
sense.
introduced in the main story, not through side quest.
And Mrs. Cartwright, could I borrow a little of your kindness?
No.
Oh, sorry. This was still where I was. Oh, never mind.
It's okay.
Weird, though.
I really don't have the first idea what you're talking about. It's because I don't think I think you were the one voicing Betty in the original player for Jova. Anyway,
Yeah. Okay, then I
Think
guess
it's-
I can take her back up then.
go ahead then.
With our
Might as well say so.
McDonald's symbol.
And there we go. Thanks for the warm, fuzzy gift of generosity.
Like the color, appropriately
my.
color blue.
But isn't blue usually sadness? What did you do? I almost feel...
Depends,
warm
Jova. It's
inside.
again, it's associated with quiet, calm emotions, which includes this one too.
All right, let's give Rusty some
Betty,
kindness.
just leave me alone, will you?
Come on, man, hurry up. And over the kindness before we have another flippin' nightmare on our hands.
But yeah, Jova, don't worry. We will find a writer which will turn her too into a Hulk character. Because why not? Every Hulk supporting character has to be turned into something. Even Rick Jones.
Wait.
Oh man,
Hold
don't
on.
even let me get me started on
That's right, the Red
A-bomb,
She-Hulk.
but the new abomination. Anyway, what are you doing?
Wait, they made a female abomination?
No, another type. Anyway.
Okay.
Ah,
Honey! Oh, honey!
Betty, what am I doing here? Did you do something with your hair?
Oh, I
oh,
noticed.
Rusty! You're looking very handsome yourself, honey.
Tidy, it worked. Ah, marital bliss, eh? There's lovely.
Yeah, we should probably leave before the R-rated parts begin.
Boy, Ollie boy,
Joker
this is
would say that.
hey Ollie boy, this is the kids' game. What are you saying? Let's lead them to it and go and
See,
tell Myrtle
even
everything's back to
Drippy
normal for
agrees.
folks.
I guess you're right. Let's go. See, even Drippy agrees.
Now, immediately, I'm a bit conflicted about this. I understand that it's in the game's logic, but I mean, an issue like a dysfunctional family with like an abusing father being just resolved by beating the shit out of his dark emotion makes me conflicted a bit.
I
Well,
definitely agree with it being conflicted.
I don't know.
Get me wrong.
Don't worry, Pedro. I don't find it a deterrent from the game. I just don't know what to think, basically.
It's very touchy, to say the least.
Oliver, what is it? Well, if my father sees you, he'll... Myrtle, come with me. Huh? You can go outside now. You're not sick anymore.
I can't, Oliver. Just thinking about going out there gives me goosebumps.
Myrtle.
Oh,
Go on out and play, Myrtle.
but
It's been
Father?
years, Myrtle.
Sweetheart, I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened to me. I wasn't there when you were sick, when you needed me, and I was fighting with your mother the whole time. I guess maybe the thing that was keeping you closed up in here, maybe it was me.
Father,
You were scared somewhere deep down that if you went away, even for a little while, your mother and I would lose the one thing.
Drippy, please, the moment. Come
Now
on.
is not the
time
time, man.
I'm right, aren't I? That's why you were. Something deep inside you wouldn't let you leave the house.
Father,
It's all right, sweetheart. Your mother and I, it's gonna be okay.
Father.
Please, Myrtle. Please forgive me.
Oh, I do. Daddy, I do.
Just please let me change my name. I get enough Harry Potter jokes.
No, they're not.
Also, why is a hat floating over there?
Yeah, it's really kind of creeping me out, Father.
I'm going to try. I'm going to go outside. Will you come with me?
Oh, yes, I will. I mean, yes, of course.
Oliver, please.
Well, she did ask
By
if
the
she
way,
wanted
guys,
me to come
was
with
making
her.
me thumbnail.
Oh, you already made one?
Yeah.
Nice. That looks pretty cool.
Drippy with a flash flag. Yay!
Myrtle!
Oh yeah, I just noticed that.
I did it! I'm outside!
Thank God she doesn't have any deadly allergies.
It's mostly agora. It can be associated,
Agoraphobia.
yeah, to agoraphobia.
Yeah. And then they fused.
Thank you so much.
To go back to what I
I'm
was
so
saying
happy
to
for
you,
you, Myrtle.
Hino said in an interview about Yokai Watch that one of the things he intends with Yokai Watch, and I'm assuming by extension with this, is that he wants to give little kids like some kind of a way to, you know, the fact that there's some kind of explanation for why these kind of bad things happen. He thinks that it's something that they can at least feel assured in the fact that there's at least a reason for this, that there's not, that it's not just, you know, completely out of their control.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he said in an interview. But
I
Yeah,
will
and I
say,
guess
though,
that's the best way to tell to kids how this stuff works. I mean,
and to be fair, no matter how good you are, Miyako, you can be the best writer, but even still, Miyako, writing the idea that, you know, stuff like marital or parental issues are a magical thing. I mean, don't get me wrong, Miyako, it can be written extremely well, but it's always gonna be iffy, especially if someone feels that it's given them false hope. I mean, again, that doesn't make the story bad. It's a fact of life that
I'm confident on
certain
one
things are
thing,
always
though.
going to be iffy.
I'm confident on the fact that he don't knows what he's talking about when writing his stuff, because again, he don't recollects to my theory that he probably did not have a very good childhood, and the reason why he's making these games is that he wants at all cost to have pretty much children of all world not experiencing whatever happened to him.
I agree.
Well, Jibanyan was inspired by literally a cat that he was intending to keep being run over by a car.
I
So...
agree. I guess the best way to compare this is like, let's compare this to, say, the likes of Troll in Central Park, the movie which pretty much says, if you wish for anything hard enough, you'll get it. That obviously is the bad extreme of the negative. Now, the reason stuff like this works is because, well, for one thing, not everything turns out all hunky-dory for the characters, despite the mystical elements, as you'll see later down the road. Like,
and also, they need to actually actively do themselves. Myrtle still had to find their own courage, still to go outside herself.
I think it was best quoted in the Prince.
Courage.
Yeah, I think it was best.
Yeah.
I think it was
After leaving the house, her heart is now brimming with courage, and lo and behold, that's actually the emotion we need to heal Esther.
Yeah, now to cap things off, I'd say it was best quoted in the Disney's The Princess and the Frog movie, where yeah, you can wish on the star, but the star will only take you halfway, you have to work for it. That's probably the best moral. Make a wish, sure, but remember, you're gonna have to put a lot of work into it. You can't just stand like a princess and hold your hands folded together now, can you?
Well, tell you, aside from the Jibanyan inspiration, I can't tell you anything about it because he's never said it in an interview.
Yeah. Again, as I mentioned, it's just speculation on my part.
Well, Hino said that the reason he founded Level 5 was so he could give kids of today the same joys he had as a kid playing games. That's all he said. He didn't say specifically about... but again, that's his personal life, so for all we know, maybe it is, but again, it's all speculation.
So, long story short, Myrtle is cured, she fused with us. I mean, sorry, she didn't fuse with us, but she had fun, we frolicked and everything.
Gave us the courage that we need, also to heal her soulmate, Esther.
And now she's gonna be a friend with us in real life. Well, the real world.
Well,
yeah. So yeah, Oliver. Alright, for now on, Oliver can actually talk to at least one girl at least. So now you get some practice for later on.
If this were a dating sim, she'd probably be the most popular choice.
Alright, so let's give the Myrtle's courage to Esther. Her heart should be open by this point.
There we go.
I guess it's still me. Okay.
Mr. Rashad, sir, we brought it. We brought the piece of the heart that your daughter is missing.
What's that? You brought what?
What are you, deaf or something? He said we can fix your daughter.
Truly?
Yeah, that was a bad read. Let me try again.
But, I do not know why, but I have the strangest feeling you are telling the truth.
It's the eyes.
Of course he is. Look at that face, man. But it would melt.
Very well. When I beg of you, bring her back to me. Heal her heart.
Yes, sir.
Alright then.
Here she is.
Sure.
Oliver?
Huh?
Tidy. It's just like I thought. We've opened her heart back up again. You can mend it for her now.
Don't worry, this will only take a moment. I'm going to give you Myrtle's courage, okay?
Now it's Jova's turn.
Yep, her heart's wide open. Just fire in that courage and Bob's your uncle. Is that a common Welsh expression, Shiro? Bob's your uncle?
I've actually heard that saying here,
I've
too.
heard that expression.
I've heard that a couple of times here in England.
Ah, okay, then it's a British thing, I'm guessing.
No.
Yeah.
I said I've heard it over here, too.
Taste emotion.
Okay, English language thing, then.
Yeah, because I haven't heard it in real life, but I've heard it used in a lot of shows.
Where am I? What happened?
It was Shadar. He stole a piece of your heart.
My heart?
Is it you, Esther? Is it really you? Oh, my dear daughter.
Father!
Wow, those genetics really carried over nice, I see.
I guess she took from the mother.
You were robbed of your courage. But I have only myself to blame for the loss of my own. Oliver, it is you who taught me this. You have my...
So yay, 2 families fixed at the price of 1.
I will
Ding.
join you in the fight against Sugar. The day will soon come when the clarion rings out across
Drippy!
The clarion?
Oh, it's an old story from way back, that is. Back when the world was at peace, like.
the 3 kings of our world. Combined
Wait, I
their
thought it was the 3 goddesses.
that symbolized
Wrong franchise.
the sound of this flute came to represent the unity of the nations of the world. How long is it now since the call of the clarion was heard?
Not since the 3 kings got into a right old potch and fell out, I heard.
Hizashi's music is so beautiful.
The clarion will ring out again, and we will be the ones to play it.
Very well, daughter. Let us do our best. Let us help Oliver in his fight.
Thank you
Wow.
so much, Mr. Ashad, sir.
Let me come with you, Oliver. I want to help you fight Shadar.
All right, Esther joins the party. Dun, 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 dun.
I have a familiar to help me, just like you. Just like you. Yeah, boy.
And then Mena comes in and
And it's...
Yeah. Cute.
actually, surprisingly no, Dweebs. It's...
penguin.
Donald from Kingdom Hearts, I guess.
Oh, you're right. Oh my god, I just realized that also looks like that penguin yokai too.
so
She
basically,
can. Esther and Talon, whatever. Yeah, she can train familiars.
so Esther's partner is Pingu.
It's pronounced
Yes.
Esther.
Esther is
You've
both a
got a
bar.
lot of plastic surgery.
That is both a both of the Bard class, and she's also familiar tamer, which of course
Yeah,
means she'll
basically
be very useful to us.
Beastmaster.
It seems to be a vicious spirit. Very well. Let's now begin with the taming.
Anyway,
a
where
gr-
we go?
Yay! Level 5 brought back the join the party jingle. Anyway, tidy. Now that's it settled. Let's get down to business. You remember what young Oliver said?
Mr. Drippy!
I do. You wish to learn the arts of the sages, do you not?
Yes, sir.
Then you will need these spells first.
Avada
Puppet
Kedavra.
string,
Puppet string.
Puppet string.
secret ingredient,
Secret ingredient.
Now it's about a cadaver.
and magic lamp.
Yeah.
Oh, and pulse.
Pulse. A
And Imperio.
non-elemental attack.
You can use this to go to the land of Pulse, indeed.
Oh no, please, thank you.
I'm satisfied, but you do not lack the determination required. You came here from another world to face Shadar, after all.
You knew about me being from another world, I mean?
It was your actions that revealed your origins to me. You healed Esther when I could not.
Doing that revealed everything about you somehow.
Which told me that you must have helped her soulmate in the other world.
There you go, Jova.
And only one who called the world home could have done such a thing.
Wow, that's some pretty good deduction.
Wow, so all of us from one of the other worlds you told me about, Father.
Other worlds. Oh boy.
And he was the one who saved me.
One of those other worlds also being Rogue Galaxy.
Well, not Dark Cloud Free, so who cares? It feels like I've met you in a dream or something.
She's seen me in her dreams,
Oliver,
huh?
it seems there are things that only one such as you can do. You may be able to help a word. You shall have my aid.
But I won't be
Alright.
following you, because I need to watch over the city. Thank you, sir. I won't let you down. I will beat Shadar.
Perhaps, but you will
He's
need
here
much
for
training
emotion, I
first.
suppose.
Without complete command of the magical arts, you cannot hope to defeat
You're
him.
still only at level 14. You need to grind the shit out of
The
yourself
point
first.
is you do not overcome the Dark Gene. For a mere
This
boy
is-
to do
this is
so
an
will require
RPG,
more than
Oliver.
enthusiasm alone.
Who ever heard about a little child being the chosen one?
Ridiculous.
Indeed it is. The kind of experience offered by the trials of the sages. Oliver, you must undertake them.
One
Which
is
means
the
it's time for
trial-
some Layton style puzzles.
trials.
Yay.
In the north of the desert, at the Temple of Trials.
Run by Dickus Laytonus.
Actually, Dwips, I'm planning on having you play the owner of the temple because he is a dick.
You will
So
see. In the home of the Supreme Sage, Master of Familiars. Only those with the Supreme Sage's blessing are permitted to open the doors of
He's
the temple.
actually
will accompany
Leighton's,
you.
he's
Ancestor.
actually Leighton's brother or something.
His ancestor.
Thank you, Father. You'll be great at the trials, Oliver. I know you will.
Yes, of course. Thanks, Esther, and thank you, Mr. Rashad, sir.
Rashad
Rashad
is
is
now
now
traveling
traveling
with
with
you.
you, despite the fact that Esther was
Just
the one
traveling, though.
added to your party.
Alright then.
that was awesome. A lot of love and care went into this game. Allow me to before we end let me just say one thing. Let me share you guys a little story of mine. Back in 2007, when Blue Dragon came out, I was incredibly excited about it because I thought it was going to be the big HD evolution of the traditional JRPG. You know, Sakaguchi doing it and all that stuff. As you guys probably know by this point, I was incredibly disappointed. So, real story. When this game was about to come out, I was incredibly, nervous because oh my god, like please don't suck, because Sakaguchi let me down. So I was like, and because that game had so many talented people working, just like this game. That game was Blue Dragon was a collaboration of a gajillion talented people, and yet it somehow disappointed immensely. So I was please don't suck. But by the time I got to this point in the story, I was like, all right, I'm safe. We're good. This is not. This one actually is the game I've been waiting for all these years.
So I'm guessing that this is the game that gave you your unbreakable trust in level 5.
No. I already had it before this game. This one only cemented it even further.
Well, what I'm saying is, like, Michael, you were worried, but nowadays you're never really worried about a level 5 game.
I've always had a faith in level 5, even before this game. It's just that, again, Blue Dragon experience really made me nervous that this game might have... Please don't suck. But, oh my god, thank you. Because if this one ended up sucking just like Blue Dragon... Especially because, Teo will confirm, at the time, Final Fantasy fans like us were very kind of done in the dumps.
Yeah.
So, this would have even... this would be if it happened, it would be even more salt in the wound. It was, but thank you, Hino-san. Thank you. Anyway, that was part 8. So see you for the next part.
See ya.
See ya, everybody.